Hello everybody, it is Friday and that means it is shot day. I am Pamela if you're new here, and I am on a weight loss journey using compounded Tirzepatide injections. I'm about to give my 10th injection. I am taking 3 milligrams weekly, and let's get right into it. Okay, I have already washed my hands. I have my medication right here. And I am going to clean off the vial. I'm going to draw up the medication and give my injection in my lower left abdomen. I'm kind of rushing today because I have a hot dinner date with my bestie. So trying to get this done so I can get out of here. I wanted to make sure I got the injection before we went out to eat so that I don't go overboard. And I'm just cleaning the top of the vial. And then I have my syringe. I'm going to take off the plunger, and I am doing 22 and a half. And actually I'm just going to do 25 units. So I'm just putting a little air in the syringe so that I can put that into the vial so that I can eliminate any vacuum. Looks like it is dry. I'm gonna put on my glasses so that I can see what I'm doing. And yes, this is dry. So I'm gonna take the cap off of the syringe, and I'm gonna put this straight down into the middle of the vial. I'm going to push the air in and turn it over. And again, I'm doing 25 units, which will give me just over 3 milligrams. Not quite 4, maybe 3.5. Okay. And that looks good. I'm going to put that over here and wipe the top off with alcohol again, just for sanitation's sake. Put it back in the box. There's a little bit of air at the top. I'm going to push that out, and this is at 25. So I'm going right here. Just gonna pull this up a little bit and make sure that area is good and clean. So just letting it dry a little bit, and okay, it is dry. Now I'm going to just grab a chunk of fat, stick the needle right in and inject. And we are done. That is it. There's no blood. And I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to finish the rest of this video tomorrow because there's some things I want to talk about. I am back. It's actually Sunday. I did not get a chance to record yesterday because life was lifing. I had a good time with my friend on Friday night. We went to Jimmy Changa's. I had no clue how to track the food that I ate, but I did pretty good. I only ate half of my meal, and I got 2 enchiladas and a salad. And I only ate half of the salad, only ate half of the enchiladas, and did not have a margarita. And I did have a few chips, but I'm still on track. So I really fully expected to step on the scale Saturday and be up a pound or so, but I'm not. So great. I am taking a few of these Docalax chews. I am feeling a little bit of constipation again. I did get a suggestion in the comments from Sweet Tea over at the Turtle Diaries Go check her channel out if you're not watching her. She's the sweetest. Sweet tea is the perfect name for her. But she suggested Mango 7, and I did get some of that, but I'm kind of scared to take it because it does say it is a cleanse. And I'm not going anywhere today, but I do got a lot of work to do today. And I do have somewhere to go tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I want to take it tonight and then possibly disrupt my day tomorrow. So I figured I'd stick to the Dulcolax, choose what I know for now, and hopefully that'll get things moving today. And I'll be okay tomorrow. I gotta take my mom shopping for a coat, so can't be running to the bathroom with moms. So I'm gonna take a couple more of these. I'm taking 3 today. Okay, we're done with that. I have drank already 8 ounces. The bottle was half full. I had started on this one last night, so I drank half of it last night. So this morning I drank the other half. So I had my 8 ounces, and I'm almost finished with my second one. So 2.5 more to go. So I'm doing good on that. I did make a pledge. Simply Taisha, another great content creator. If you're not watching her, check her out. She has a live every Monday. And last Monday, she asked us all to commit to doing something, setting a goal for this week. Well, my goal for this week was to drink 4 bottles of water a day. So 64 ounces technically of water per day. And I had been getting maybe 1 to 2 bottles a day before that. Sometimes 3, but very rarely ever 4, unless I was doing something like working out in the yard, and that was usually before it got colder. So now that it's gotten colder, I'm not doing much more of that. I haven't been working out, which I need to get back on track with that, but baby steps. So I have done good every day this week. I have drank at least 4 bottles of water. So yay me. Okay. So if you saw my post in the community tab on Thursday, you would see that I officially crossed the 20-pound mark. I was so hoping to hit 20 pounds down by 8 weeks, but I just slightly missed it, and I hit it just before finishing my 9th week. So I'm still happy about that. And as of Friday, when I stepped on the scale, my weight, well, let me backtrack. My weight when I first started was 196.9, and that was on November 22nd of 24. And as of January 24th of 25, when I stepped on the scale, I was 176.6. So down 20.2 pounds on Friday. So I'm so happy about that. That's a loss of 2.2 pounds from last Friday. So things are progressing pretty good. I'm happy with the dose that I'm on right now. And yeah, things are going well. So today I'm going to be weighing in on something that I've found very interesting over the course of the last couple of months, which is how these GLP-1 injections are affecting my tastes for certain things. And I'll backtrack a little bit to my keto days. When I was eating a keto diet, first thing I would have every morning was my cup of coffee with heavy cream, and I have some skinny syrup I would put in there and some sweet drops to just sweeten it up a little bit. And that was breakfast. Every single morning, that was my breakfast. So since November 22nd, I've maybe had 2 cups of coffee, and neither one of them could I finish. As soon as I go to drink it, it just does not taste right. Like there's something off about the taste of it, and I just don't even want it. And I've noticed too, like normally I'm not really much of a sweet person in the morning anyway, but now just the thought of sweet, if I want to get up and make like a pancake or waffles or something like that, it just doesn't even sound appetizing to me. And I love waffles. I love waffles, but I don't even want them. And another thing that I used to drink before starting my GLP-1s, I used to drink a lot of Crystal Light. I mean, that was my go-to, that and Coke Zero. And I do still drink Coke Zero. I've cut back quite a bit. I used to drink like 3, 4, 5 in a day cans of Coke Zero. And now I have 1, maybe 2 in a day, and I'm spacing it out with water because I'm trying to get my water in, but that's enough for me. And sometimes I can't even finish the can. It just, by the time I get halfway through it, it's tasting a little too sweet and I just don't want it. And the Crystal Light, I can't even drink it anymore. I tried, normally I had my 3 or 4 go-to flavors, which would be the lemonade, the pink lemonade, and the lemon tea or the peach green tea. And yeah, I can't drink any of them. They all just taste overly sweet. Even with my Seek protein, I've noticed the clear proteins that are more kind of like a Kool-Aid rather than a milky type protein shake. When I drink those, they taste overly sweet. I had some citric acid in my cabinet that I had got for a recipe a while back, and I had to add that to my Seek protein drink just to get it to be more palatable because it was so sweet. Now I just kind of add a little extra water, but that kind of takes away from the flavor too. But so my thought is, do they change your taste buds or the sensitivity of your taste buds or your desires for certain things? So I did a little Google search, went to Google You, and I found some interesting things. So we're going to get into teacher mode. So here was the very first thing that came up. GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Wegovy. And I'm also going to throw in Mounjaro and Zepbound because they're GLP-1s as well. Can potentially change your taste perception, with research showing they can influence how intensely you taste sweet foods, sometimes leading to a decreased desire for sugary items and a shift in food preferences. This is thought to be one of the mechanisms contributing to weight loss with these drugs. Then it says, the key points about GLP-1s and taste: the impact on sensitivities. Studies indicate that GLP-1 agonists can alter taste sensitivity, particularly for sweet tastes, making them seem less intense. I don't know. I find it to be the opposite. They seem to be more intense. To me, things seem to be more sweet. The mechanism: GLP-1 receptors are present in taste buds, and their activation can be influenced by how the brain interprets taste signals. Your brain can interpret your taste differently. You're still eating the same thing, but the way the GLP-1s are communicating with your brain is different. And then the potential benefit: this change in taste perception can help individuals with obesity reduce their craving for sugary foods. There's also a study that was done by the Endocrine Society that says GLP-1 have the power to change taste sensitivity in women with obesity. So they did a study over a 16-week period, and they measured taste sensitivity using strips containing 4 different basic tastes, And not only did they do MRIs to measure the brain's reactivity to those different tastes, they also took a biopsy of each participant's tongue, and they measured or they studied the mRNA expression in the collected tongue tissue. So this is a pretty in-depth study, and the study revealed that not only did the taste pathways change, the study also revealed insights into the brain's response to GLP-1 receptors, particularly in the angular gyrus, and I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. I am not a medical, let me stop right here. I am not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I am not giving medical advice. None of this is intended to be medical advice. This is strictly for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. That's the part of the brain that influences language and number processing, memory, and reasoning. So it's very interesting that it's affecting the part of our brain that controls our memory and our reasoning, because then that's going to help influence our decisions going forward. Just like as a kid, if you touch something that's hot, you remember, don't touch that no more because it's hot. So we're eating something and we remember that it's not as satisfying as it used to be. We're less likely to eat it again. So I just thought these things were pretty interesting, and it just kind of correlates with what I've been experiencing since I've been taking these GLP-1 injections. No longer do I want my coffee in the morning. It just does not taste as good. I remember that it's not as good as it used to be. So when I think about, even now that it's been cold, I've been wanting something warm in the morning, and I just don't want the coffee. So those are my thoughts on how the GLP-1 injections have affected my tastes over the past few months. But I'd like to hear, what are your thoughts? Drop me a note in the comments and let me know, is there anything that you used to love eating before starting your GLP-1 journey and now you just don't have a taste for, or it almost turns your stomach? Or are you finding that you still love the same foods the same way, you're just not eating as much of them? Let me know what you think, and I will be back next week with a new topic. Hope to see you there.